Some may call it regret, and it very well may be. But I'm here to add to that is this is something darker, much, much darker. God is going to uncover the hidden reason why you begin to heal. The moment that you begin to feel better, the moment that you begin to have a smile on your face, the moment that you get your joy back, you get your bounce back in life, the moment that your world is filled with laughter and happiness again. Why now? Why now do they decide to return? You ask yourself the question, but there's a darker reason why people do it. There's a hidden reason that God is going to uncover so you can never make a mistake as to why someone is returning after you heal. Why didn't they change before you healed? Why did they have to take you through all of this? What is this? Is this God? Or did the kingdom of darkness send them back into your life? Tap in and stay tuned into this broadcast if you are enough, because your questions are going to be answered. Because this is something darker, this is something deeper. It is regret, but it's deeper than regret. Do they feel guilty? Yes, they do. But remember this, they see your growth without them. This is why people are going to want to return. They miss what came with you. Love has nothing to do with people returning. Not all the time. Everybody's situation is different. That's why you have to pray on it. But this is just going to answer some broader questions that you might have, because there's always a deeper meaning. It is. But to a lot of you guys who are tuning into this broadcast right now, I want you to know that there's something much deeper. It's something much darker as to why people observe your life and they wait. I want you to understand it takes so many different people to make the world go around. And unfortunately, your enemy is very strategic and the enemy is very patient. We have to learn how to be more patient. I think we all can have an extra prayer to be more patient than what we already are. The enemy waits and he lurks and he hides. He monitors. He observes because he wants to strike you at the opportune time. This is why when you heal, here comes the enemy poking his head back up into your life. And you might be asking yourself, do they have some form of guilt? Some do, yes. Some of them do feel guilty. But when people see you growing without them, they have to come back and return. When people seeing you do better, when they see you flourish, they have to return. They miss what came with you. They miss the benefits that you gave. They miss everything of being with you. When it came to you, it just wasn't you. You had the anointing, you had the favor of God upon your life, you had doors of opportunity that will swing open. And when you are chosen and when people are attached to you, when a person is part of your life, that favor rubs off on them. But they can't see it until you're gone. They can't see it. They can't identify what this is. This is why they're so prideful and so egotistical. And this is why people are so carelessly running their mouth and saying everything that comes up, because they just don't understand what this is. So God has to allow people to step aside. Hashtag that. Tell the devil, step aside. Hashtag it. Step aside, family. See, it's easier for somebody to return that no. See, when a person knows you, it's easier for people to return to your life rather than trying to find somebody that they don't even know. But listen, don't mistake this for love. Don't. Because love has nothing to do with this. Nothing. It has nothing to do with why people return to your life. Like nothing ever happened after hurting you. You need to hear this message because you've asked yourself this question. Why now? Why now do you want to return? There's a deeper meaning. There's a deeper purpose for this. And there is always something darker when people leave you, when they hurt you, when they abuse you emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, when they leave you broken in that condition, when they leave you in such a state like that. It's a reason why they left you like that. They leave you like that after beating down your self confidence because they know you're not strong enough to stay away from them. And they know you're not strong enough to let somebody else in. So they know you're sitting at the sidelines of your life, twiddling your thumbs on the day that they would return. They'll go and have a life, and they know you're going to be stuck waiting on them to come. They're waiting and they're watching. See, when people leave your life who never had any good intentions in the first place, when they leave your life, understand this and know this about your enemy, because the enemy is very strategic, as I've already said. He watches. They're not going to let you know that they're watching you, but they're watching you. They're monitoring you. Why? Because they know where they are is not going to work out. They know wherever they went, they know that's not a proper, prosperous place. They know the soil is not conducive to the lifestyle that they want. You help people live a lifestyle that they've now become accustomed to. So where they are, it's just not doing it for them. So if you're wondering, after all this time, you're going to ask somebody that if you haven't already done it. You're going to say it just like this. After all this time, why now? After everything that I've gone through with, why now? Because they see your growth. And not only do they see your growth, family, they miss what came with you. They miss the benefit of being with you because it's easier to return to somebody that you know rather than finding somebody that you don't know absolutely nothing about. But just like I'm telling you right now, don't mistake this for something that it's not. Don't mistake this as love. Don't mistake it as this person has learned their lesson. See, so many people allow somebody else to love bomb them. They flatter you. They tell you everything that you want to hear, but you don't hold people accountable. How do you do it? You pray about it first, but you're going to have to see the fruit. If a person tells you, I'm better and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do such and such, that can't be enough for you. I pray that it won't be enough for you because the enemy that left your life, if they return the same way, that's your answer. The Bible says we should know the tree that by the fruit that it bears. You already see the tree because you're looking at the fruit that this person is bearing right in the midst of you, right in the front of you. Is it regret or is it something darker? It's something darker. There's a deeper purpose for everything. God is going to uncover the hidden reason. Why, when you heal, they come back? Why is that? So many people get happy about it because now you're in a better place in your life and now this person is returning. I don't want you to feel good about it. I want you to see it exactly for what it is. It's a setup from the enemy. It's a setup to pull you back and to keep you in the enemy's clutches. It is. Do they feel guilty? Some people will have a sense of guilt and some of them won't. But some of the main reasons why people leave and they stay away from you, but they monitoring you the whole time. I'm telling you, people are monitoring you the entire time that they're no longer there. They see you doing good. See, they've opened their mouth and said, I'm never going back to that. I can do better than that. But they can't because there's only one you. You can't be duplicated. They can't replicate you. They can't emulate you. They can't. You can get another person, but what comes with you, that can't be replaced. And they thought the grass was greener on the other side. You know, the grass is always greener where you invest. Where you invest and toil and you water, that's where you're going to see growth. They didn't want to see growth with you because sometimes people only look at you as an opportunity, what they can gain from you. And when they get it, they're gone. You have to learn to love who you are. And you have to learn sometimes it's just not best to give a person the benefit of the doubt. It's better sometimes you pray about it to allow people to earn trust. To me, trust is earned, it's not just given. You have to allow people space to do exactly that, family of God. This is a deeper and much darker reason why people are re entering your life. I mean, they're going to come out of left field, they're going to come out of right field. They are. They're going to come out from every area of your life now that you are rising above your condition, now that you're rising above your situation. Now people are going to want to come back. Think about that. Don't hold anything against anybody, but I want you to think about why now? Why now? Why couldn't they hang in there with you when you were going through? They just couldn't because they didn't come to build. They just came to take. Some people are takers. And these are the people that were blocking the flow of the blessing that God has for your life. That's why they had to go. This is why God didn't prosper you when you wanted it sometimes. This is why God allowed you to wait. This is why God told you to go in another direction. This is why God allowed people not to open their door to you, not to respond to your messages, not to answer your phone call. He didn't do it to hurt you. See, people thought they were doing something when they ignored you, but God's hand was in all this. God was all over this because He was protecting you from them. Because God knew the heart. You didn't know it. God said, I know the heart of man, and it is evil and it is wicked. Who can know it? Everything that's happened to you, God is doing it for purpose. He has purpose written all over it, family of God. You're going to rise above the ashes, and you're going to understand when you get to the finish line why you had to go through everything that you did. See, God is teaching you why people return. He's teaching you how to value who you are, how to love who you are. If a person can stay with you when you're at the bottom, they're worthy to be with you at the top. These people weren't worthy to be at the top with you. That's why they left you when it looked like you were at the bottom. You were never at the bottom. You were not. They were. And now they know it because the tables have turned. God said, all things will always work together for the good of those who love me and who are called according to his purpose. I want to thank all of you for planting your seeds. Don't forget, family, if the Lord leads you to do that, only do it as a donation, only do it as a gift. Thank y'all for purchasing that book and those products. To those of you who are still reaching out to me, how do I donate, Prophetess Nikki? How do I sow back into your ministry? Team Nikki G, you can join that membership. You can just be a part of our family here by subscribing and hitting that like button. Or you can go to the back of the YouTube page and purchase those products for yourself or somebody else. Until next time, we'll talk later.